Hey, dance teachers. All right, this is the hardest time of the year, March and April. Why is it so hard? Well, it's because we are trying to finish those recital routines. We're trying to get ready for the big recital, big performance, and kids are exhausted from school. We are exhausted coming in, giving our very best, and sometimes kids just don't want to listen. Behaviors go up and down, and believe me, when I'm standing in the classroom, even like last night, I was like, this is really challenging. They don't want to pay attention. They're exhausted. It's the end of the day. And I thought to myself last night, and I even like looked at my students as I was thinking, I've got to tell them how I feel, how I truly feel. And so I said to everybody, hey, quiet, quiet. I am so exhausted from trying to talk over you. I came in here giving you my personal best. I need you to give me your personal best. And I stood quiet for a second and they kind of like looked at me like, what is she doing? And I just said, I'm tired. I know you're tired too, but let's do this together. Let's have fun. Let's finish this class strong and let's make sure that we get prepared for our recital, right? So the class goes on, and towards the end, one of the girls came up and gave me a hug, and she was like, I'm sorry, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm okay, thank you so much for checking on me, but sometimes, as your dance teacher, I'm trying to give you my best, and you guys are just talking and not listening, and I'm wanting to make sure that you get the best technique, the best learning for your recital routine. Anyway, I kept thinking about that hug all through the night, and then I woke up thinking about it this morning, and sometimes all we need is a hug, really, like just a hug and reassurance that we're doing something great. So last night we ended class with a great big hug and said, hey, let's do better next week. When everybody shows up for each other, we should all give each other our personal best. And sometimes it's really nice to be able to kind of let your dance teacher guard down and let them know that sometimes you're having a hard time. And I really, really loved ending class like that. And I woke up this morning super grateful that I'm able to have this kind of job. And even though I'm exhausted at the end of the day, that I have 2 arms, 2 legs, and that I have a heart full of gold for these kids. So it's all right to show your vulnerable self. And I really think that it touched them last night. And it really touched me that I got a hug and then we did a group hug. So don't forget, you're doing great things. It's just exhausting along the way. Keep doing what you do. And when we do it together, it's nothing but love.